I can't. I just can't. I just did a brew review, and it brought the dog out. Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits, where we always got to listen to that thing for just another day or two. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another episode of Revisiting Series. Today we're going to be showcasing the Clan MacGregor blended Scotch. It comes in at 40% alcohol by volume. Don't let the 40% fool you. Well, this is a different look. This is the same labeling I had on my first bottle, but they always advertise the old one. It looks a little more prestige. This one's got the lion's head with the whatever. So if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. The dog won't be here forever, so if that's what's pushing you off, don't worry about it. Just hit the subscribe button. We always have great times. Well, maybe not always, but majority of the times, there's laughs to be had. All my returning viewers can vouch for that. Let's get on with it. So this is the next bottle in the line of the series. They always sort of, quality control seems lacking on the labeling, but I don't know. What it is what it is. So this is the next bottle in line of my revisiting series, where I'm going back in time. I crank up and warm up the time machine. We go back in time, and we're revisiting some of these old bottles of Scotch. First, we're doing the Scotch. I was thinking about doing the whiskeys, the American whiskeys, the bourbons, and even the Irish. I was thinking about just skipping right over and going right through them, just blowing through those old bottles, just to see how we deal differently, how we feel differently now that we're a little more refined on the palate, the education. You know, we're accustomed to it now. So let's see how well things have changed. So the MacGregor is one of those bottles, again, within the parameters of the whole series, is where I didn't quite much like the bottle on the first part, this first half, but it got different and I enjoyed it more in the second half. Another stipulation to the series is how much the bottle costs. I want to keep it roughly about $20 for. I do apologize about that. I think the camera overheated and it just told me that it stopped recording. But I just picked it right back up. So we're still here. We just a few seconds lapsed. Okay, so I wanted to keep this in an affordable range. So this is bottom shelf. Unfortunately, I don't believe it belongs there. Mid shelf, definitely. There's a lot of things I'd put on the bottom shelf. There's a lot of things I'd put on the floor, maybe even the dumpster. But this is definitely not a non-quality type of libation, especially when it comes to Scotch. Scotch is very forgiving in a lot of different ways. So we want to keep it roughly affordable within the $20 range. A little bit less, a little bit more, that's fine. $15 to $25, but we want to try and nail it to the $20 mark. If you can walk in, slap down a $20 bill and walk out with a good bottle of Scotch or a decent bottle of Scotch, that's what we're hoping for. So on the nose, Clan MacGregor. Definitely gives you all the characteristics on the nose as a Scotch. It's sweet, somewhat fruity, maybe some honey. This one may have a little bit of grain or malt. It's very borderline because it is off the rip. Things are going to be a little bit rough and not so well rounded. So it definitely smells like a blended Scotch. It definitely smells like a lower end, inexpensive Scotch. So let's go ahead and get that first palating done. The palate is much different than the nose, but that was the first one. Let's go ahead and get one more palate. That's nice. Nice. That is a nice blended Scotch. That's a nice, inexpensive blended Scotch. I do believe this is a 1 liter, by the way. This isn't a 750. This is a 1 liter. And I do believe this was just under $20 for me. I don't remember how much the first one was, but this one, in fact, I've seen this bottle with a new label. This one, I've seen this more on the shelves. Of course, it was the bottom shelves. You have to stoop down a little bit, maybe take a squat. Take a look at these. But this one costed me like, I think, just $20 out the door. For a 20 spot, or 20 quid, 20 quid and $20 are not the same value, but you get what I'm saying. A 20 spot out the door, a very nice blended Scotch for 40% off. Don't let that 40% fool you. 40% can be good enough. It's enjoyable. It's inexpensive. That's pretty good viscosity. We'll go ahead and put it down like that. Transfers well. We'll save most of that discussion for the full review. This is nice. It's not offensive in any manner, shape, or form. $20 out the door gets you a 1 liter bottle of good Scotch. I would say it's good. I'd say it's better than decent. I think it's good. It's not really good. It's not great. It's good Scotch. And for the price, it's very nice. So one more. We're going to get a finish on it. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Ooh. The gums and the tongue are kind of tingling and lighting up right now. There's the heat on the back end is probably just a 1. We'll get more in depth to all of that in the full review. I hope to see you back here again for the full review, about halfway down. I don't know how things are going to happen from here forward, because we are literally just a couple days away from getting out of here. I don't know when we might be able to come back, but that 1 to 2 weeks will be just enough time for these bottles to sit and see if they change any. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.